Gary. Time now for News Extra, and brought to you by First State Bank in Scottsbluff and Gary. And with our program, here again, Kevin Mooney.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. We have Noelle Thompson, Library Director over at Leeds Scottsbluff Public Library, and that means we're probably going to talk about something new and innovative, and that's exactly what we are going to talk about, something called Library Innovation Studios. It's coming to Scottsbluff on October 2nd. So tell us what this is all about. First of all, this is, you guys, there's a grant, a $500,000 grant where a lot of the libraries kind of get access to this?
That's right. The Nebraska Library Commission received a grant through the Institute of Museum and Library Services, and they're using those funds to rotate a temporary makerspace around the state of Nebraska, and our community was fortunate enough to be selected as one of those hosts for a 20-week period. So from the end of September is when our staff will receive training before we open to the public. From then until probably the beginning of February, we will have a temporary makerspace that hopefully can develop into something more permanent down the road.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So tell us what a makerspace is.
Good question. So it's exactly how it sounds. It's literally just a space where people can come and make, and what they make is limitless, open to the imagination. So we'll have a lot of equipment that will, benefit people of all different artistic abilities and innovative abilities and entrepreneurship needs. That includes 3D printer, laser cutter, vinyl cutter, CNC router, embroidery machine, heat press, audio visual equipment to film or record your own music, record your own videos, and then a lot of electronics for robotics and building circuits and things like that. So a little bit of something for everybody. All skill levels, all ages are going to find something to make and create and innovate here.
Wow. So just get your mind going and your imagination, and that's the whole idea, right?
Exactly. Just come in and play. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Fantastic. So this will be in kind of the activity space of the library,
yeah,
right?
The majority of the equipment will be in our activity room, which is off of our children's library, if you haven't spent much time there. But there will be some things that are more mobile that you can take and move around. We'll have a green screen that can be set up in different areas of the library depending on what's needed for filming. If you're going to record some music, we'll set you off in a more quiet place of the library so that you're not too distracted by the rest of the goings-on. But we're going to utilize our whole space and hopefully have things on display throughout the whole library of what our community has made.
And if you really don't really know what you're going to do, you can bring your own materials if you want, wood, glass, fabric, whatever you want to do. And the library folks can help you out because they'll be trained on this stuff. So the idea is just kind of go with it, right?
Yeah, we'll have staff that's trained and is already getting really excited about what they want to make. We'll also have some wonderful volunteers on site to coach you through that and give you some ideas. And if you're, you can check out our Facebook page. We'll be posting regularly what other people are making so that you can get some inspiration there as well.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So this is, once again, starts up October 2nd to the public. It'll be actually in the library as of late September when the staff's training on it, and all the way through mid-February. And you're thinking maybe even when it leaves, there might be a way to get a grant or something to maybe have this in there on a permanent basis?
The wonderful thing about this is it's sort of a try it before you buy it opportunity. We would love to have a makerspace, but the question is, where do we begin and what does our community need? So this is a great way to introduce this to our community, see where they benefit, where they thrive, and then we can hand select the equipment that is most beneficial to our community. And maybe that ends up in the library, or maybe other organizations like Nebraska Extension is a partner with us, as well as UNL and our regional library systems, and maybe those organizations want to invest in some equipment more permanently in the community as well.
Cool. All right. They're doing other stuff as well this fall. We'll touch on that a little bit right after this.
Hey, Nebraska, Dave Ramsey here. When I get asked where you should keep your money, for me it's a no-brainer. Locally owned community banks like First State Bank in Scottsbluff and Gering. They offer all the bells and whistles of the big banks, but with free checking that includes free e-statements, free online banking, and no-charge First mobile banking, free ATM transactions nationwide, and no monthly maintenance fees. First State Bank, Scottsbluff and Gering. Member FDIC.
All right, we are back on News Extra with Library Director Noelle Thompson from the lead Scottsbluff Public Library. Just talked about Library Innovation Studios. If you missed the first half of our program today, make sure you catch it on our KNEB News Facebook, where she talks about this. It's coming to town on October 2nd to the public, and it's really kind of a neat deal. You do have some other stuff going on in the fall. You have stuff for the kids, stuff for the adults, right?
That's right. Our preschool story time starts back up on September 6th, so we're excited to have our little story time buddies back, and the theme that day will be Up, Up, and Away. So we'll be talking about all things that fly and float and head into the sky, and we're really looking forward to having those preschoolers back, and that's every Thursday at 10 a.m. and 6:15 p.m. So one in the morning, one in the evening, to kind of reach different demographics there. Our Novel Idea Book Club is just kicking back off for the fall, and that's an adult book club that meets the third Wednesday of every month at 1:30. And then we have a wonderful teen group, our Teen Advisory Council, who will be planning events for their peers. And that's just an awesome group of kids that plan events planned by kids for kids in middle school and high school. So we're looking forward to see what they've got up their sleeves this fall, too.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
To get the secondary kids involved. And I'm sure you do pretty well with the youth, right?
That's just a wonderful demographic in our community. We love our location because it's close enough to some schools where some kids walk over after school and spend time there every day. And we love to see them and get to know them and want to get them as involved as we can in our programming and then use their skills so they can reach out to the rest of the community. So
Right.
we've got a lot of volunteers that are kids. They help out in a lot of different ways. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they got a lot of stuff going on at the Lead Scottsbluff Public Library. If you have any questions, you can give them a call at 630-6250. You can email them. Noelle personally at nthompson@scottsbluff.org, or do any of that stuff, just stop on by over at the library. All right, Noelle. Yeah. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much. We're looking forward to see what people create this fall.
Yeah, it should be
can't
fun.
wait. Yeah, it will
Should be a really good time. Innovation Studios, like I said, if you missed the first half of our program today, kind of check that out. We talked about it quite a bit, and it should be a lot of fun coming October 2nd.